Hi, I'm Nikki, and I'm not having a fun day. So we are going completely off all of the scripts, and I'm going to show you how I start a rotation. Also, I emptied all of the worlds. I've been working on it for a while and slowly doing it. I finished it today. Made me feel better to bulldoze the lots. You can kind of zone out doing it. Anyway, we're going to go and create a household, but not the way you usually do. Welcome to the Random Legacy Roller, or welcome back. I use this quite a bit. I used to use like 20 different wheels to figure out my household, how many people would be in my household, and all those details, whether they would be related, whether they were not related. It would make for crazy random households. But I find this way to be easier for me. So usually I will roll, and then depending on the house's makeup, I will decide whether they start as a single sim, they start as a couple. I already fill the whole house out the way it's supposed to be laid out. But I rolled this to prepare an example, and I got a Black Widow, and I kind of want to keep that. Now, I haven't quite decided if I want to start as partners, which would be the Widow, which could be a her or a him, and an athlete, since that's the first one there. And the primary career, the Widow, is going to be a doctor. Ooh. So this is super juicy and I like it, so I'm going to keep it. I may be in kind of a killy mood, but we need a house. So I wanted to randomize the starting funds. This may be a very bad idea, but I think I'm going to decide make a couple, and hopefully I get enough funds to do a house because I want to build the house today. And hopefully this switched over so you can see it. It did. Oh, we're good. We're good. It's definitely a couple because there's no way. A couple, probably gonna go with Lady Doctor because fun, classic Black Widow. 90,000. I can build whatever I want pretty much. We will be starting in bleh. I will be starting with learning English. We will be starting in Willow Creek. And I am going to find a 1920s floor plan because 1920s Willow Creek, I'm ridiculous, I know. But there's so many good ones in the 20s. It doesn't have to be too small either. I can just pick one I like. I'm going with the Virginian by Bennett Holmes. It's a kit house from 1922. This is what it's supposed to look like on the outside. I am going to put their house up here because that is the rich neighborhood and they will be a doctor and they had $90,000 to start with. So that's where I'm going to build. The way I build, I count each one of these little squares as two. So I'm going to start with this room, the dining room, and it's 13 by 13.3 by 12.3. So I am going to do, I already know 12 instead of doing 13 because we can't do halves. And there's a 3 behind it, so it's going to be lower than higher. If, in this case, with this bathroom, I would make it higher because it's 7.6. So that would be an 8. But for the dining room, we'll do this. It's 13 by 12. So it's, why does it keep doing that? Okay. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then the other side was 12, so it would be the same thing. And sometimes I don't feel like drawing it, so I'll literally just take the cube I made, or rectangle, or box, or whatever, and just drag them because I'm being a pain. And there's the dining room. I don't know why my mouse thought I needed to spin all fancy, but okay. So I'm gonna go build this, and I'll be back. So here's the house. I think it turned out pretty close to what it should be. I also ended up being a little extra. So I didn't want to fully build it for the couple. because I don't know what they like yet. So during my building, I thought I'd go ahead and decorate it and build it all in base game so that I could upload it for you guys, just with a little bit of furniture here and there. So there's the dining room. We have our living room, the kitchen, we have closet, we have the ice box, which is where I shove the fridge. We got the bedrooms, the closets, bathroom here, and then there's a bathroom and 2 more rooms up top because that's what we needed. Whereas the build had one of the rooms just as storage in the roof, and the other one was the bedroom. And then I just put some stuff in the backyard. So this is going to go up on the gallery like this. I managed to keep it under the money that they will have too. So it's only 78,000. Look, a lot of the base game stuff is expensive. So I just did it monochrome and kept it light so you guys can have it this way. And then I'm going to go make the couple and redo the house to how they would like it. So it's like they bought a house with show furnishings and now they're going to take it over and make it theirs. I used tiny windows to make the lattice. I think it actually worked pretty well. And I really, really, really want half tile abilities for the columns because these need to be right here. Okay, I'm going to upload this and go make the couple so I can finish explaining how I actually do the rotation instead of taking a side quest of building. Here is Antonia Gaines. She wants to find a soulmate, which she thinks she has. She has gotten married. She's ambitious, a snob, high maintenance, which is sure to make her a pain in my butt. She likes snowboarding for some reason, polished fashion, high energy sims, retro music, boho fashion, vintage decor, art deco decor, and boho decor. She dislikes arguments, however. This is Arson, and he wants to be a mansion baron. He is a bro who is gloomy and materialistic. He likes black, spirited sims, silly behavior, hipster fashion, cute decor, and preppy fashion. He dislikes strange tunes and the pipe organ. Whatever you say, Arson. I just placed down the house unfurnished because I now know what kind of furniture they like, and I'm going to furnish it to the best of my ability with what money they have left. Probably change the windows because I don't know, this gives crossed eyes to me, and it doesn't need to be base game anymore because I'm going to be playing with it. But what I would do from here is I would play with them for a week. I can't click things and talk. I would play with them for a week, a sim week, and at the end of the week, I can add a new family or a new household. It can be a single sim, it can be any combination. And this being a world rotation, that sim would live in a different world. And it doesn't matter which world it is. I'm trying to talk and click on things. I'm really bad at it. It would just be that's the world that they would live in. So I would create that one, their house or whatever, depending on money. I would play them for their week. And at the end of that week, I would cycle all the way back to the Gaines household, play out their second week, play out the new household's second week, and then if I wanted, I could add another household. And it could keep going like that for as long as I want. Until I rule the world and fill up all the lots. Who knows? But that is how I play rotationally. I also like to keep some notes or write in the little Sims bio. I will put down in a fun way that sounds like a description and not like a challenge or just a list. Like, this young couple has just gotten married and moved here. She's an inspiring doctor and he wants to be a star athlete and things like that. I would also add into the description their actual goals. Like, will they be able to survive the mysterious curse that takes the spouses of this family? And what are they going to do with all the rooms in their house? There's enough to have 4 kids. And it would go on through all of the different things they need to do for their generation. I can't talk and build. I can't do anything. I'm sure it's boring just watching nothing happen. I don't like that. Anyway, that is what I would do. I don't think I have any more to say on it because I can't think and build or speak and build or do anything. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. My brain's gone. I hope it was enjoyable. It helped me feel better when I was having a bad day or days. It's 2 days now because I stopped to build. If you have any questions or want me to actually start playing this, let me know. Oh, I completely forgot to mention money. I'm still working on the house. I actually had to cut and move my bubby for this. Of course, I can't build and think. Alright, I won't then. We'll go to Managed Worlds. What I forgot to mention was money, but wasn't. So every time you pay your bills, you write that down for the world it's in. So in Willow Creek, all of the bills go into a written down fund, and that fund is used to buy community lots. So, like a gym, a park, which is going to be problematic because my stuff is expensive. So, I will sometimes build temporary ones, which are just small little, like, hole in the wall type places until I can afford uh, the bigger ones that I've made. Well, I don't know why I left. Like, I have a huge library here. Let's see. See, we want lots. Library. All right. The 1920s huge library costs 289,878 simoleons. So that would take me a very long time to get to. So I would probably build just a small little one on the lot I want it to be on, just enough stuff in it to do the requirements, and you pay for it out of the city funds. I also, like, if you come to the end of a Sim's life and they are an elder and they don't have, like, an heir or anything like that, I always like to have a bank so they can put their money in there because eventually you're gonna have a klepto Sim. It'll happen. And they need somewhere to heist from. There are a bunch of other little things that I'm sure I'm forgetting in the way I play, but for the rotations, I do like to do kind of a build a city, build a world thing. It's in many different challenges, like the building new crest, and there's literally a build a city challenge. I just kind of mash together rules I like, and sometimes I don't even use them depending on the house I'm playing and the mood I'm in. I do always keep track of the city funds because I just like to justify owning the giant community lots. And I think that's all I can think of. I'm gonna go back to building. Oh, here's what I did to the house. I really should have stopped building and edited by now, but that's all I'm really gonna do to it for now. They've still got some money left. I moved this wall over because I didn't like it being so squished. Just a little bit of reno. Alright, so for real, bye-bye!